How's it going, everybody? My name is Medalcore, and today something really sad happened. It was announced a couple days ago that the Korea-Japanese version is closing down for people who don't live in the region. Now, I've never really seen a game do this. Even myself am able to play the Chinese version of PUBG Mobile, even without a VPN. I literally just logged in and I'm able to play the Chinese version of PUBG Mobile, Game of Peace, and same with this version. I was able to download it and I was able to play this version, and for some reason it allowed for me to make purchases through my actual Google Play, the United States Google Play. So that's how I was able to make purchases. A lot of people are like, hey, yo, Metal, you told me to play this version and now I wasted all my money. I didn't tell you guys to play this version. There are multiple versions of PUBG Mobile, and for some reason this one, and I guess there's also multiple events going on for different regions. I know that I remember at one point India had a really cool event that we couldn't be part of, and then when PUBG Mobile got banned in India, a lot of people who were from India or regions that just wanted to play on the Korea-Japanese version, because clearly there was a lot of advantages on this version, people switched over. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. There has been two moments that, PUBG Mobile has upset me in the past. One of them is the India ban, but I don't think that's PUBG Mobile's fault. I think that was just like a whole mess of things, and that really sucked because a lot of my viewers, including you guys, are from India, and that affected you guys. That really sucked, and a lot of you guys moved over to the Korea-Japanese version to be able to continue to play a game that we all love. And now this is the second time. I'm not sure if this is PUBG Mobile's fault or if it's some kind of government issue, because that was what I think was happening in India. This could be something happening with specifically only in Korea and Japan, and they don't want people to play I don't know. I hope that I could still play with KRJP players, because it just I don't know the full situation. We're gonna read this text here and we're gonna look into our Korea Japanese account. All I gotta say is I'm really sorry for those of you who had a KRJP account, who spent money on the account. I spent money on my KRJP account. It's really lame. It really sucks, but I have no say in stuff like this. A lot of people think that content creators can just basically solve all the problems. They could get people unbanned, or they could tell the game exactly how to, make the changes or fix the bugs. We just play the games, guys. We just play the games. We get skins, we buy the Royale passes, and we just have fun. It's rare that we actually are able to physically talk and physically change something massive about the game. And even if we are able to change something, it takes like months or even longer to be able to get those changes implemented. So there's not really much that we could do. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure, maybe by the time that this is fully done, they have a release for an Indian audience or people who can't play PUBG Mobile right now, because I know that there are a lot of people in the world who can't play PUBG Mobile. So we'll just have to see. Super weird situation. Let's read what they got to say here. Yeah. So from 1/5/2021, so I think that's the 5th month of 1/2021. It's just, for me, it's backwards, but for you, I think it's normal. Users out of Korea or Japan who log into the KRJP build account are not able to buy stuff in the KRJP. So in 1 month, we won't be able to buy stuff in KRJP, and then users out of KRJP might find network troubles when playing the actual game. Normally, I never had to play with a VPN, and I never really had network troubles, so we'll see what happens. And then about almost 3 months from now, a little bit less than 3 months, people who log into the KRJP account will not be able to log in anymore. And for users living in India, the upper 3 changes will be put into effect altogether on that date as well. So they literally know that a lot of people from India are playing the KRJP account. I'm really wondering, I wonder if maybe the Indian government was like, no, we don't want people to play PUBG Mobile at all, or I don't know the situation of what's going on. I don't know if it's the Korean government, the Japanese government, the Indian government, or if it's just PUBG in general. We don't know what's going on besides what we're seeing here, and I'm just giving you guys the news. Even if I do have sponsored streams with PUBG Mobile or sponsored content with PUBG Mobile, that is the global version of PUBG Mobile that I'm playing. This is still the same game, but I guess there are, from what I'm learning now, there are different versions of the games that have different, very slight different stuff, different events. This version had more voice acting in it. It's just they have slight differences And I guess the only major difference would be the Chinese version of PUBG Mobile. So it's really, really crazy. Please note that all these changes are for better service and nothing related to inequality or discrimination. Yeah, I don't think it's anything related to inequality or discrimination. I think it's just there's some kind of technical thing going on, some kind of behind the scenes going on that we just don't know about. So let's keep on reading. And then there's another thing. The followings are the guide of limitations of users outside of Korea or Japan. The KRJP build is a version for a local service for users living in the Korea or Japanese regions. For those who are living in other countries or regions, your local version or global version is available. I know that there are other local versions of PUBG besides the global version. The only issue, I think, is in India, where there is no availability to be able to play PUBG Mobile right now. Considering the local cultures and issues of every countries and regions, and for providing the highest quality of service, the following would be put into effect. And then that was, I'm pretty sure, this all stuff. Man, oh man. There is just so much going on here. I'm really going to miss my KRJP account. This is like one of my favorite accounts. It's really awesome. This version of the game was amazing for crate openings. And on top of that, this version of the game, it had something that people literally only made accounts for this version of the game because only this version of the game had 30-day custom room cards for 1200 or 500 UC, which is extremely cheap compared to the global version of PUBG Mobile. And I don't know what's gonna happen. And you know, I do sponsored streams and partnered streams with PUBG Mobile, but they also are really open to listening to our feedback. They always listen to what we as a community are going to be putting in as feedback. And if you guys don't know, I see people, they're always complaining, oh, they're adding new skins and they're not fixing the bugs. The PUBG Mobile team that is making the game is massive. There are different sections of the teams that are working on bugs, that are working on skins. So there's different sections. They have all these different team members that are working on different sections of the game. So you can't really complain that those specific things aren't being fixed, because they definitely are. And they definitely hear us. But me specifically, or other content creators, we can't just call up, we can't just be like, hey, PUBG Mobile, can you fix this specifically? Or can you unban this person specifically? We can't do that as content creators. A lot of people think we can. I definitely will be making a video basically showing off and saying goodbye to my KRJP account, because it's really sad that I probably won't be doing any more crate openings. I might still check out some of the crates and stuff that are coming out in this version, but other than that, it is really sad. I don't understand the full reasoning behind it. I guess the big picture is they want to be able to have the Korean and the Japanese players to have the best experience possible. I mean, I still have that issue where there are North America players that have terrible ping, that are super laggy, that shouldn't be playing in North America, that are playing in North America. And, that kind of messes up my experience. So I could kind of understand that. But at the same time, PUBG Mobile is so big. It is so massive. There are so many players that, of course, there's going to be players on different regions. Of course, there's going to be people who want to play in Australia who want to play with their North America friends, or people who play in India who want to play with their Korea friends, etc., etc. It's just like, this is a massive game. So I guess I would just finalize this whole thing is that I don't know the answers to everything. It really sucks for not only me, but to every single person who has a Korean account, a KRJP account, because this is a literal awesome game version of the game. It had awesome crate openings. It was able to allow for people to be able to play the game if they weren't able to play the game, and it allowed for people to have a secondary account besides their global account, just like me. So it really sucks. It also allowed for us to see events that we normally wouldn't see in our version. Again, there are different events for different regions. Sometimes there are global events throughout the entire game, but sometimes there are only events in North America, South America, China, Korea, Japan. There's different events for all around the world. So anyways, it really sucks. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry, even though it's not my fault. But I am really sorry for you losing your account if you are a KRJP player. Sucks for me. I'll do a rundown for all the skins that I have. So yeah, don't know what else to say, guys. Sorry that this happened. It really sucks. We kind of you know, I kind of talked a little bit about what I thought it was going to be at the beginning with the maybe different governments having different issues, but it doesn't seem like that's the entire case. I think that it might be something more technical, but we'll really have to see. There might be some kind of more of an explanation in the future, or maybe the images that I saw and I showed at the beginning that when you first log in, you see, that's all they're going to say. So we'll really have to see. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is definitely really, really crazy and something that I did not expect. It was just thrown out of left field at me. I saw so many comments and so many people saying that, so it's definitely really, really crazy. So I just don't know what to say. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.